Welcome back. One of the most common questions we get here at Discover Your Destination is, where's really the best place to stay in Cabrera? I don't know anybody in Cabrera. I don't know anywhere to go. It's my first time. So we thought we'd invite over Tim Muller, owner of La Catalina Hotel. Many of our clients have stayed here. We have many positive reviews, and there just isn't a better place in the entire North Coast. So I'd like to introduce Tim Muller. And what is it that just keeps bringing people back to your hotel year after year?
Well, I think we have a unique setting and a unique venue. And for the type of person that's interested in it, it's hard to find a setting and a venue like we have. As you know, the all-inclusive market has kind of taken over the tourism in this country and all over the world. And we like to say we're the cure for the all-inclusive blues, because we're what they're not. You know, when you come here, you're in the Dominican Republic and you're in the culture. We're right in a small community. You know, people go by, all our employees live in the community. We're very connected to the community, and you really have a feeling that you can touch, taste, and feel the Dominican Republic. Just like Cabrera is only a few minutes away, and that's a real beautiful, small Dominican town. We also have, as you know, beautiful, incredibly beautiful beaches very close by, a few minutes away. Have a great golf course. We have a lot of activities, but I think most of our guests really, it's all about the natural beauty and the peace and tranquility that we have here. We have a beautiful vibe. The hotel is really set on 3 acres of a lush garden, and if you imagine you put a little hotel and stick it in the middle of a garden on the side of a mountain overlooking the ocean, more or less that's what you have. And we're very reasonably priced also. We're maybe the best in the Caribbean. You can still get a hotel room here, a nice hotel room, ocean view, for under $100 a night. But Cabrera in general, I think, is a beautiful town. I've been in this country over 20 years, and I've lived a lot of places, but for me personally, this is the nicest place in the country.
Perhaps you can share with our viewers a little bit of the family's history about the hotel, how it got started, and later on we do want to talk about the charity things you do for the town, which is just absolutely beautiful. But give us a little brief history of what made La Catalina La Catalina.
The history of the hotel is very interesting. It was founded by a French-Canadian, Claude, and his wife Marie-Lise. Claude used to work for the United Nations. He used to work in Haiti, and he wanted to have a hotel. And when he came here a long time ago, there was hardly anything here. And he built this from scratch. And he was the owner, him and his wife, for 15 years. Almost all of the clients, 99%, were French Canadians. And he sold it later to a gentleman who kept it a short while, and I bought it 5 years ago. But through the whole history, basically, the people that want to come here, it's the same theme, you know. They want to come here because of the beauty and the peace and quiet, and there's just a feeling here, you know. It's a really special place. So for all those years, it's basically been the same motive to come here, but I am the third owner. And excuse me, just to mention our employees, you know, when you go to some place, and here we like to think if you come here once and you come back, you're going to feel at home, because we're a small hotel. And we have so many employees that have been working here 10, 15, 20 years. And we have guests that come back year after year, and it's the same people saying hello, same people serving you coffee, dinner, and people really like that, because they feel a connection, you know, to a place, and that's a good thing, and that's been going on for a long time.
Absolutely. Perhaps with the viewers, you can give them a little bit of your experience about, you know, some of the, shall we say, internet presence about safety around the island. Are you safe around the island in Cabrera and generally in La Catalina? What has been your experiences in 15 years?
Well, when I first came here, actually over 20 years ago, it was different, you know. At that time, the aura of the dictator Trujillo was in full force, even though he'd been dead 20 years. And the entire country was safe. You could go anywhere. As a gringo, I used to walk in Santo Domingo at night, not knowing where I was, not speaking Spanish, without fear. Well, those days are gone, and now there are problems in this country like all over the world. But however, I think it's more like the United States. There's some areas in the big cities that you have to be careful with. But here on the North Coast, it's just like any state you're from in the United States. I'm from Michigan, you know. There's a few big cities. If you go there at night, you better be careful. But where I live, in a smaller town or like where we live here, it's very safe. And I never fear for my life here. There's problems once in a while, but they're very little.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tell us a little bit about the charity work that La Catalina does. I'm sure you're really proud of that.
Well, I've been doing charity work for a long time in the country. I first started working with orphanages 15 years ago, and I did that for 4 years. And then I got involved in an educational project, which lasted about 5 years. We put children, poor kids that got out of high school, they got a scholarship and they went to college here. That was a big success. And then we bought the hotel. I really didn't have time to do that anymore, but my daughter, who has been coming down here all the time, she kind of picked up the ball. And so we started another foundation here called Catalina DR. And so the last 5 years we've been working in the community, and we work in health and public education. And my daughter is really the driving force behind it. And for the last 4 years, we've worked in the local schools here, the public schools, right in the area, up on the hill, you know, where if you go up on the mountain here 10 minutes, it's another world, you know. They think this is a big city. And, you know, there's a lot of poor people, but they're really nice people. And we teach in the schools. We also rebuilt the school, and we have volunteers that come. We've had 2 all the school year who tutored in math, science, English, whatever the need was, you know. So it's really been a special event. And Ashley also does work with women's issues, with maternal care, early childhood care. You know, a lot of people still get pregnant at 15 here. She works with people like that. And so, yeah, we're pretty excited about it because, you know, there's a lot of opportunity to help people here. And we're just trying to do our part. It's very enjoyable, really.
For our viewers, all of our clients that come here that are looking for a hotel, we exclusively recommend you check out La Catalina. Tim, for the people watching, can you describe some of the wonderful facilities that La Catalina Hotel has to offer for business and for relaxation?
Yeah, we've been catering a lot to retreats lately because we have a nice conference room upstairs, and we have a beautiful open-air conference facility right in the middle of the garden down here. It's all open air. It's really pretty, and we're doing all sorts of retreats that fit with what we are, and what we are is a beautiful, peaceful place. We do yoga retreats. We do writing retreats. We do art retreats. We have motivational speakers that come in and do retreats. It's peaceful. It's a really first-class facility. So we do have that, and so far we've got nothing but good reviews from it.
What type? Tell our viewers a little bit about what you have to offer for, let's say, the company that wants to come in for a formal meeting, business meetings and business structure.
Well, we do that also. We have we do retreats for corporations and groups also, in addition to like other types of spiritual retreats or yoga. We've done 2 retreats from Barrick Gold, the big mine in country. We've done retreats, team building retreats from bigger corporations in the capital. And so we have, the facility is perfectly made. It's a multi-purpose facility. So it was made for that in mind. So any groups up to, you could say, 30 to 35. It's not a big facility, but it's plenty spacious enough for that.
By the way, we all love to eat too, and they have an awesome restaurant, so be sure that you enjoy that. You won't regret it. Tim, I want you to please tell the viewers how they can reach you without having to go through our offices. I want to give it a plug, so please, how can people find you and book reservations and come and see you?
Well, just go to the internet and punch in Hotel La Catalina, and there we are. It's real easy. You can spell it, I'm sure. And we have a nice website. Everything you need to know is on there. And I would recommend Barry. He's a very hard-working guy. He tries hard to please his clients. I've seen that over the years since he's been here and working with them. But I would just say, not a plug for you, but the truth from my heart is Cabrera really is a special place. I've been all over the country. I've lived all over the country. And for me, this is the nicest place to live.
And my family too. We've been living in the Caribbean since 1984. And I've lived in 5 countries myself, and there's a reason why we're here. So allow us together to discover your destination. Tim, again, I want to thank you for your time. It's been a pleasure.
Nice talking to you.
And I do want to make sure I say this properly. Give La Catalina 1 week vacation. You won't regret it, but your memories will last a lifetime.
Go to drescapes.com and sign up for one of our free discovery tours of the north coast of the Dominican Republic. While you're on the website, be sure and download our free guide explaining exactly how you can gain residency and a second passport in the Dominican Republic.